Hey y'all, I just got a new part in. I've been pretty excited about this one. It's the JP Enterprises Ambidextrous magazine catch. Any kind of ambi controls really helps me out because I shoot my rifles left-handed because I'm left eye dominant. But here's what it looks like. The JP Enterprises Ambidextrous magazine catch. Pretty good design, pretty solid. It's a black nitride coated. Everything that comes out of JP Enterprises is pretty high quality, pretty nice finish, fit and finish and everything. I love things that come out of JP Enterprise. I have a few of their parts. But I want to show you this. It comes with the catch. It comes with a release button. It looks close to the mil-spec design, but it's a little bit unique. But I'm not actually going to use this one. This is just going to go into storage. And it also comes with this spring here. This spring is a little bit stiffer and it's longer than the standard. So here's the standard in my right hand and the JP spring. Usually I use this aftermarket one. Here, let me try and show you all of them. The standard one is the shortest. So I usually install, whenever I put in my mag catch, the silver one here because it's a little bit longer, but it's a lot stiffer. So if you see me try to squeeze this, it's pretty stiff compared to this one here. The coil is a lot thicker, it's longer and stronger. But the JP Enterprises is even longer. It's not as stiff as this, but it's a lot longer, so by the time it gets to that point, they're about the same. So I'm going to go ahead and use the one that came with JP Enterprises. And I'm going to go ahead and install that, but I also want to show you this too. This is the Battle Arms Development BAD magazine catch. What they did with this was they made it a little bit shorter, the threaded portion, so that your magazine button isn't sticking out so far from the receiver. So, but the JP Enterprise, they went with the standard length. What I'm going to do later on, not in this video, but what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to grind this down to a shorter length because I'm going to be using, instead of this button, I'm going to be using the Magpul extended button. So let me go ahead and install all these parts. I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to look pretty nice, especially with the Nortec Defense bolt catch that I have. So let me get those installed for you. Here's another quick look. But let me get these installed for you and let you see how they operate and how they look. So be right back. Alright, here it is, y'all, installed. The JP Enterprises Ambidextrous magazine catch, and it's installed with the Nortec Defense bolt catch. Make sure y'all check out Nortec Defense. Not too many know about Nortec Defense, but that's a pretty good part right there. It's titanium with DLC coating. The JP Enterprises mag catch is actually nitride coated, so you can see they're slightly different in color, but the lines match up so well. It's so perfect, it's like they're made for each other. But how it works, let's see. It gives you a good amount of resistance before it drops out there. Unlike, I had a Strike Industries release. You could just tap that thing lightly and it would drop. But this one, you have to put a little bit of pressure on it. It's almost the same amount of pressure as you would on the main button. Now, for the sake of the video, I did put in the light spring because I gotta still shorten the threaded portion on this because I don't like how far the button sticks out. I want to get that tucked in to the guard a little bit better so I don't have to push in so much. But the reason I went with this extended one is because this one, I intend for my wife to be able to use this one too, and she has a lot shorter fingers than I do. I can reach a regular button easily, but she'll have a little more trouble, so I'm gonna have that on there for her. but I still want to shorten it so it's a little more tucked in, not sticking out as far as it is. But speaking of the guard, this doesn't have a guard around it because the AR it wasn't designed with an ambidextrous release in place. But what they did with the JP Enterprises mag catch, they put this little extension here. It sticks out past this hump right here. It sticks out a little bit past that hump. And what that does is, if you were to bump this up against something, most likely it's going to make contact with a flat surface. And if you're bumping this piece, then this won't pivot. So you're not gonna accidentally drop your magazine if you bump into something and it also makes contact with this piece. So that's what they did. That's why that looks like that. It's slightly different from other ambidextrous releases, and especially that Strike Industries. I don't know what their idea was with that, but that thing was super light to release. I got rid of that as soon as I could. But this one I think will work well. Takes a good amount of pressure to release it, and I don't think I'll have any issues with it bumping and me accidentally releasing my magazine. And as you can see, it's lower than the catch on the bolt catch, so you may not have any issues with this as a lefty. But you know, we'll see what it's like in practical use, see what happens, and see how it works out. But so far I'm super happy with the way that looks, and me being able to control it with my left hand. I love that. But yeah, this build is in slow progress. It's gonna be a long time before this is done, but I did put in the safety, of course, the radian talons. That's the only safety I use. It's the best one. And then I also got the radian pins just to kind of hold it together while I was showing you what it looks like. And then of course the magazine release there. But this is what I was saying before. Arrow position, they thread this hole right here, so you can put in a set screw to keep that spring and detent in for the rear takedown pin. So that right there is the set screw that I use. It doesn't come with that set screw, but it does come threaded, so you just need a 440 set screw and you can be able to thread that in there like that. And then you don't need to have the end plate on there to hold the takedown pins in. But there's the progress so far. Like I said, I'm not going to leave it as it is because I still got to shorten the threaded portion so that the button isn't sticking out as much. I got to grind that down and smooth it out. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So YouTuber shout outs. I just wanted to shout out some of the old guys. A lot of y'all know him, Hickok45. Been watching him a long time. He's just super entertaining. He loves to teach, and I love the high quality videos. You get a good review of what the guns are that he's using. And another old guy is Big Daddy Hoffman 1911. Another guy with, I don't know how he gets his money, but he has money and he has some nice toys. So if you're just into the gun YouTubers for sheer entertainment, those two guys will keep you entertained. They're old guys, but I love them. They're like your grandfathers, but the gun grandfathers. So check them out. Hickok45. A lot of y'all probably know him already. He has millions of subscribers. And then Big Daddy Hoffman 1911. I'll put their links in the description. And I'll see y'all next time. I'll do some more reviews on this build. Just a few more parts to show y'all. So I'll see y'all next time.